Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth, telling you, yeah, the truth, You have to go back to the roots, go to the roots. Yeah, man, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, no matter how them try run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
Subscribe now.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Afridamus Report. I am your host, Afridamus. I want to welcome all of you to today's edition of the Afridamus Report. Guys, let me know if you are hearing me loud and clear. Let's see here. Give me a sec. Can you guys hear me? All right. All right. Guys, I want to welcome all of you to today's edition of the Afridamus Report. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you back to several things that, I have reported on here. If you can remember, I always talk about how here at the Afridamus Report, the Afridamus Report is the best edutainment channel on this side of heaven. Why do I say edutainment? It means when you come to this channel, not only will you be entertained, but you would also leave with some education. My job here is to break things down, to break it down to the simplest form. Because so many people that see things in front of them, they use their emotions to make decisions. This is why we are here talking about this topic that I'm always tackling. It seems like the topic never goes away. It can't go away because the people themselves never go away. People think just because you see a story on the internet, all of a sudden, when people talk about it, now it's going to evaporate. You guys remember the last time I had a guy here, G, that came on the Afridamus Report. I interviewed him. So the next day, he contacted me again. See, I've never contacted the guy, right? He contacted me and he wanted to come back from the interview, if you guys remember. And I welcomed it because, in the interview that happened, I want you, the viewer that is watching me, to have the opportunity to ask him questions. So the next day was supposed to be about that. But he never showed up. He didn't contact me or anything. I saw him in another channel. Then another viewer contacted me, was like, hey, I want you to check this video out. So I checked out a video from a year ago from the unapologetic Negropean, who was talking about trying to uncover where the 419, the scamming, is coming from. Because you see, people say they want to relocate to Africa. and Gambia is at the top of the list. So I have been following, the shenanigans. Some of you might think, oh, it's just drama, whatever. But this is not, I'm not talking about somebody going to like a candy store, stealing candy. That's not what I'm talking about, people. I am not talking about somebody stealing a bag of fruits. No. In fact, let me refresh your memory here, because you see there are different kinds of 419s that I have uncovered here. In fact, let me show you a short little clip just to refresh your memory, so that like this type of topics, I have already uncovered here previously. But it takes time. There is several layers, episode after episode, layers after layers, for you to actually find out what is truly going on. It has to come from different lenses, because you see so many people come here, they talk about, oh, let's all be join together, let's all be one. But what does that even mean? I've always asked the question. People can never answer the question, because that tells me these people are manipulators. These people want to use sentiment to dictate to the rest of us, how we should think, how we should look at things. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to open your mind to how these people use American, not just, I wouldn't say American leftist tactic, because it's a criminal way to exploit your mind. That's what I want to bring you to. And the kingpin, which is Kwesi, I'm going to analyze how Kwesi himself rolls, so that you guys know. I want greetings to all of you. Amilka, welcome in the house. Mimi, greetings. Jogo, greetings to you. Chaotic, what's good, Chaotic? Welcome in the house. Songo, I want to welcome all of you in the house. Please just stick with me here. Let me show you a story that I talked about here. Because you see, when I speak of 419, many of you always just think about Nigerians, right? You guys thought Nigerians are the only 419ers. You guys think that, it's just Hush Puppy who is the 419er. No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, I have worked in an American prison. And in that prison, I have met all kinds of criminals. Any kind of criminal you can think of, I have seen. I have seen many situations that you that is watching me will never understand. I have studied humans, and I have questioned myself about things that I have seen. I have reached deep down within myself, and I had to face some deep dark things that most of you are afraid to face. Have you ever seen a man eating poop sandwich? Where would you see that? In those prisons, they have American street gangs, organized street gangs. From the organized street gang to the Pookie and Ray Rays. You see, over here in the street, it's easy for people to pretend to say, I am a gangster. No, the real gangsters are in prison, and I have met them. I have studied them. I understand their mind. You see, some of you, when you hear, oh, someone is an officer, your criminal mind triggers. You're like, oh, he is against me, me versus you. No, you see, some people belong behind bars. Some people need to be behind bars. But now, when you put these people together, you have the axe murderer over there versus the mama murderer, the arsonist, the rapist, the 419er. All of them put together in one place. You jack a car, So my point is, I have studied from the highest level of criminals to the candy thief. So what I'm about to uncover for you here, you would realize I am speaking from a psychological point of view and patterns that I am seeing happening. Here, let me give you a little taste of some of the, criminalities and lies that I have uncovered here. Here we go. You guys remember this? When Jussie Smollett, an American actor, went and hired those two Nigerian brothers so they can pretend to be KKKs, and it fell apart. That is a 419 that went wrong, and I uncovered it here. And what did I say? I said Jussie Smollett would be found guilty. You have Hush Puppy, because when you say 419, you think of Hush Puppy. Hush Puppy and his fellow Nigerian 419ers Association. But they are not the only ones. So this repatriation, they said we are all black people. We must repatriate back to Africa. So some people have monopolized this back to Africa movement, because where did it begin? They said it began from Gavi, right? So some of these people, they talk about, oh, we want to follow Gavi. Gavi himself have never been to Africa. And I uncovered Gavi's ideology here. And some of the Gaviites were very upset. Even some, they are Africans themselves, right? Okay, great. I get it. He was telling his people to be free. I totally accept that. But you see, wherever there's freedom, especially when you want to relocate as a group, you would have to subjugate somebody. There's no free land anywhere. You would have to decide those people that you are going to meet. What? Are they just going to evaporate? Or are they just going to be like, you know what? This black idea is so great. We would just go along. But these people, they say they want to tell Africans how to be an African. They learn everything they've learned. They learned it from the white man. They have more contact and intermingling with the white man more than us, the Africans, have ever had. So therefore, yes, maybe we might not be privy to the Western knowledge, but we are ourselves. But you see, any other idea that you bring besides that African idea, which is based in ideology, especially moral standards and all, any other idea you're bringing, it is a foreign idea. It doesn't matter the skin color. You see, the white people, the colonialists, let me tell you the biggest problem us Africans have always had with the white people. What even made Africans kick white people out of, Africa, because they were trying to be the moral police. You cannot use your own moral standards on other people. So Africans are like, no, you got to go. Like, who the hell are you to come here and tell us how to live our lives? Yes, of course, there's going to be some people who would accept, things a certain way because maybe it works for them whatsoever. But the wider society is not going to go along. That's been the case for, however long. Anywhere, foreigners and natives, people of a certain land, come in contact, because you as the foreigner, you are bringing your own ideology. So you are saying your ideology is superior, so the people that you're meeting should go along. So these repats, when I started studying them, I've been studying them for some years now. But with the Gambia movement, I've been studying them for 2 years. But it was hard to pinpoint where the problem is, because they come on the media, they say good stuff. They even have some of their Gambian bootlegs that used to support them. But that support is coming from a place of ignorance, because, many Africans, they would say they support you because, they are being kind, and you don't understand. They take advantage of your kindness. Gambian people are very kind, like in the majority. I will tell you right now, being a Gambian, I'm not saying this just because I'm from there. No, the people are kind. We over there in the Gambia, we respect strangers. You are taught to respect and welcome strangers. It is not weakness. But you see, living in America, I understand the mindset of Americans, especially the American black, especially the ones that tend to cling onto the thug life. Because you see, I studied the thugs in prison, like I said. Not only in prison, because you see, a lot of you just, you're a wannabe. You're watching it from the comfort of your, bedroom or your couch. And now all of a sudden you think you know. You don't know. I'm laying it out for you to see exactly how the 419 is working. Let me thank Matifi here. Matifi said, thank you for the super chat, Matifi. He said, you can't change your skin color, but your mindset. Absolutely, you're right. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Matifi, thank you for the super chat. Let me thank you properly here. And people, please make sure you hit the like button, share, and the super chat as well, because when you hit it, you get this good music. All right. So when you look at it, ladies and gentlemen, this quote unquote repat movement, what did they use? They used emotion, they used skin color, they manipulated people. You see, there are people who genuinely, black people who in the West, they want to truly move to Africa. And the snakes know this. So they come on the media. They sell that fantasy to those people because they are presenting themselves as agents. They speak the language of unity to try to reel you in. And because, so many people somehow, they are still holding on to this universal black unity fantasy. And there are people that prey on it. In fact, I have so much information on my table which even made me more convinced that all this is BS. People, if you hear even these people, how they speak about the Gambian people, you guys have heard Adkati. You guys have heard Adkati. Okay? So maybe because she was bold enough to come out and talk like that. Imagine the other people. This is why when I asked G the question here, was he aware of it, right? He said yes. And he continued to work with this. Like, people gotta eat. You see, that's the thing. He is part of the criminal syndicate because you guys heard him. He said he is Kwesi's assistant. And I will come to explain how all this ties together, how these people believe that they want to create like a criminal monopoly, where any black person from the diaspora that wants to come to Gambia, they make it seem like you cannot come there by yourself. You have to go through them, you see, because that's the way they make money. And also another thing I found out, these people, they're afraid. They're afraid. I mean, I'm talking about the other repats are afraid to speak the truth about this, like Kwesi, because see, Kwesi Boyd is the ringleader. From what I have been studying, he's been on this channel here. I've interviewed him a few times. You guys have seen him. His internet always messes up, but over time, as I kept studying, you have a woman, Shantae White, that goes by, Travel with Tete. You guys remember I did a show on her. But you see, these people, what they were bringing to the Gambia, as you can see, they brought a lot of toxicity with them. They brought a lot of baggage. See, Kwesi manipulates these women, even Black Sid. If you look at the way he explains things, he uses these women, as the front for the media to come out here and present things, but he's the one running everything behind the scene. And G is his right-hand man. You've heard G say this. Because you see, before someone comes to the Afridamus report, I do communicate with them behind the scenes. I spoke with G. In fact, he's the one that contacted me. He said, look, I want to come the next day. He said he wants to come here. He's like, I'm ready to talk. I'm going to say everything. I said, you're going to talk about Black Seed too? He's like, yes. Everything about even the spiritual warfare. Even the spiritual warfare that is going on that we don't even know about, where these people are going to marabouts, all the way to Mali, making sacrifices. Like, look, guys, if I tell you, it's not like I'm the one seeing this. This guy said he was going to come here and lay it all out. I said, okay. I said, that's very interesting. I said, you're ready to talk? He said, yes. He said, because they don't, he said Juliet used to be his boss and Kwesi. So they used to feed him, but now, no, he's doing his own thing. Yeah. Let me see what Visionary of Love said. Said, Afridamus, I was not too negative about G, Gambian Nice, until I remembered, wait a minute. Wasn't he the stoned guy on Kwesi's side at Tone's video where you called in? Yes, Visionary of Love. In fact, I do have that video here. I do have that video with me here today. And, like people, let me tell you something. Some of you might just come here just for the entertainment or try to bring your BS to try to use the Afridamus report as your PR to try to reach the people here. Let me tell you, people that watch this show here, they do contact me behind the scenes when they remember things. They send me videos and information. So some of you that are on your BS, you better realize this. Of course, when G came here, there were people like Visionary of Love who remembered, wait a minute, isn't this the same guy? Isn't this the same guy? And it seems like from that time on the UN's channel, the Unapologetic Negropeans channel, So I will show you what happened. Because just like G says, he is Kwesi's assistant, he is Kwesi's assistant. Because just like a year ago, it seems like when things fall apart, Kwesi sends G out into the media to do damage control. Here's what I'm thinking happened. G watched my show, analyzing what happened between him and Travel with Tete, fair and balanced. Of course, some people might disagree, but use that opportunity to come, to clear the air. But with that, most of you that are watching me had so many questions. You were writing it in the chat, and trust and believe, it's not like I'm ignoring you guys' comments. No, this is why I was planning for the next day for him to come. I would have opened the line for you guys to call in and ask him all those questions. But I totally forgot that he was the same guy on the Negropean channel with Kwesi. I totally forgot about that. But let me show you how they use YouTube to manipulate you. Okay? Let me show you here how they use YouTube. There are certain elements, because Kwesi first, he used Black Sit to bring people in, clients in. Eventually, they had a fallout. Then he brought Atkati in. Okay? He brought Atkati in. And I've been following their videos. You look at it, first they were talking about how they hate white people. And it didn't stop there. In fact, let me show you a video that was circulating online. People thought they got rid of it, but with my digging and with my cyber soldiers, they were able to uncover this for me. But now they have another channel, over there at Ratchet TV, hosted by Raquisha. You guys are going to see Ratchet Quisha herself here. That's one of the channels that Kwesi used as his weapon, as his mouthpiece. You guys would see the individual that I'm speaking of here. Let me show you a little news clip, and you will see in this news clip where Kwesi assaulted a white man, a hate crime. You guys remember when they made up that story saying they saw this white man, quote unquote, trying to, quote unquote, molest a Gambian child? Why would the white man do that in public? So he assaulted that white man. Here in America, that's aggravated assault. First degree felony, right there. It might even be a hate crime, because the way they explained it is like, because he's a white man. If you assault somebody based on their race, that's a hate crime. That's a federal crime here in America. That's a federal crime. But let me show you. You will see for yourself.
For the virus, government officials report the virus is not airborne, but can be transferred through contact with blood and other bodily fluids. The virus seems to be making people
I'm working on a
uncontrollably
story.
violent,
I got
and
some
also
hot
somehow seems to be
information from the
reanimating the
Gambia
dead.
about
When asked,
one of
spokesman declined to
Quasi's
comment on
boys'
whether or not this was a
repats.
terrorist attack.
Let me get the
Due to
facts
the
together,
violent
then I'm gonna
nature of
come
the
back
ones
and share the
infected,
story
the
with you
virus is
guys.
spreading
Stay
rapidly.
tuned. This is
Government
a good
officials
one.
are reporting that there is no known cure for the virus and is urging citizens to stay in their homes and avoid contact. Citizens are also urged to lock and barricade all doors, windows, and any other point of entry. Riots nationwide are prompting local governments to declare martial law. The president is asking that citizens find safety and remain calm. Authorities are working on a plan to contain the outbreak.
So guys, you guys saw that Kiki lady there? Yeah, that's the Ratchet TV, where that's that woman you guys saw right there, right? She is one of Kwesi's mouthpiece. And the last photos that you're seeing there, that's Kwesi attacked a white man in Gambia. You saw what he did to him right there, right? Split his head open. This is the type of violence that I speak against every day. When I come here and I say some of the blacks are violent, people get upset. Oh, Afridamus hates the blacks. But now, when you see such a thing, people, what conclusion do you come to? What conclusion? So, this Kiki lady, who is very ratchet, by the way, last time invited GB to the show. So, somebody sent me the video. So, I will just show you a little piece that they talked about, right? I just want to give you a little juice so that you guys know where we're going with this. You know, we all put two and two together. Who is connected to who is the head of the organization, all the way to the foot soldiers. This is what I want you to recognize here today. You don't even have to waste your time to go and argue with people. This is everything that you need to know. And hopefully the Gambian police too should watch the Afridamus report so that they can learn how to uncover the mind of the American 419er. They are used to the Nigerian 419ers, but they're not used to the American black 419ers or the British 419ers. They're not used to that. So now you should thank me for putting this compilation together and breaking it down to the T. It wasn't hard to gather the information. All the information was available online here. Because if you think about it, I have worked in a system where to gather information was so much work. With the help of some of the, what they call them, snitches. In prison, snitches get stitches, but they send what they call kites. They send kites. So I am very much, in tune with the art of, collecting information. Because trust me, if you master the art of reading prison kites, you become the king of information. Try to decipher those writings. Try to read kite of an illiterate inmate. That's when you know you've definitely become a pro. But now, Kwesi, let me show you what happened the last time G came here. When he left, he went to Kiki, the lady I was just telling you about. Let me show you. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. Let me share my screen. So I'm just going to play a short little clip of something I mentioned about the spiritual thing, right? So that you guys would understand that, I'm not just thinking, about things and pulling it out of my, what. These things have, these people have in fact mentioned these things. Okay? So here we go.
So you are the third person I've heard this from. So will you tell us what you know about that?
Right, right. I saw the other comment. You know, enough respect. I don't like. I was saying, enough respect to buy because I don't have nothing against them. The reason why I was feeling offended was my wife picture being shared on social media, which I'm gonna, you know, which Chante, you know, she gonna face courts for this. You know, we're not even gonna deal with her here seriously. But yes, people. I said that I mentioned about
Look, I hate to tell you, G, if you're watching, yes, what she did was messed up. Should have never brought your wife into it. But you cannot take her to court for that. Because how did she get the picture? If she got it from a public platform, there's nothing you can do about it. You know, like, even if he sees her in public and take the picture and share it, you cannot sue her for that. So I want you guys to kind of leave that alone. Okay? So you guys see here, you know, one of the Karens that Kwesi uses. First it was Atkati, now it was Juliet, then Atkati, and now her. You know, there's nothing worse than a black Karen. What do I mean by a black Karen? A black woman that, you know, they like to cry about. What do they say? Cultural appropriation. You know? Yeah. I mean, you know, when I was growing up, I mean, I had so many of my neighbors, they had blonde hair too, just like her, growing right out of their head, you know? I mean, some of those little girls I used to play with, the African ones, yeah, they all had blonde hair. I mean, I was like, wow, you know, I thought it was only white people that can grow blonde hair. But now that I thought about it, yeah, the little girls in my hood had blonde hair. We'll continue.
that those stuff because I saw Art was doing it. You know,
You
I
saw
can only
Art was
speak on
doing it.
what I see, you know,
So
or
how
what
did
I
you see?
know.
What did you see Art doing?
Art
Like, what
was
was she doing?
she was practicing stuff like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was practicing, and it's not only her. It's a lot of people I know that practice a lot on that, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
So, okay, most of you Africans, when you hear these blacks that are coming to Africa talking about African spirituality, they are talking about this marabou stuff, this voodoo stuff. Like G is saying here, you know, if you look at uh, Ratchet Quisha over here at the Ratchet TV with the blonde hair, she is interested in the gossip of the black magic spirit they use. You guys know the marabou stuff, you know, and these people, they are deep into it and they have no shame about it. Even this, you know, the host of this Ratchet TV, this woman you're seeing, got into it with the bag's wife, Cynthia. So she was talking about how Cynthia was going to use, you know, black magic to do something to her. And apparently she claimed because they are not connected like that, so the magic backfired. So this is the type of stuff you guys are bypassing. But I'm here to uncover it for you. They make it sound nice, but these people are practicing evil things. Here we go.
A lot on that. But here I'm a Muslim. I don't practice spiritual stuff. No, and I don't believe in it either. Like, you know, but most people are doing.
What's with G and always trying to say, I'm a Muslim? G, just, okay. You don't need to do the disclaimer. Just tell the story. Last time, too, they asked him about the drinking. He said he's a Muslim. But we are going to find out if this is, in fact, him being a Muslim stops him from these things. You know, because you see, on the internet, you got to be careful about the disclaimers you make. I have the video here. We will find out if, in fact, you know, G here, you know, is a super duper Muslim or not.
Doing it. Don't get it wrong. A lot of people be doing that. Even here, even, you know, anywhere you go in Africa, some people are very spiritual. You know.
Mm-hmm. So
Right.
this is the part I don't this is how you know they're not real. They don't know what they're doing. Because people who do that type of magic work, they don't let you know who they are. They're not out here doing it and broadcasting it to the world like these people do. Like a real person who actually had the power to put some type of juju spell on somebody, they would never be live on YouTube doing that. They would never do that. So that's how you know these people don't know what they're doing. Okay. These people are playing deadly games because in Africa, the spirit world is very much alive. It's not like here. Okay. In America, you know.
So, guys, you're hearing this, right? So these guys apparently are practicing that. But if you look at it on this broadcast, even Kwesi, which is G's boss, came on there, and these people are talking. You guys remember, last year, even Kwesi, all these people were talking about how Juliet is the scammer, right? But if you have the time, go and watch the broadcast. G will not say, anything bad about Juliet, about Kwesi. I'm not saying you have to, but it seems like these people are trying to regroup again. Okay? They are trying to shake hands on the friendly terms so all of them can eat. I think that's what's happening. If you go and watch this Ratchet Quisha here, she calls Juliet Miss Juliet. Miss Juliet. There's a video. In fact, all the drama that they have in the Gambia, she is behind it, right? She is behind it because I have a video that someone sent to me. So this woman with the blonde hair, Ratchet Quisha, she traveled all the way to the Gambia. Okay? She went to go meet the Back family. She even took gifts for them. But secretly, she made some recordings. You guys remember there was a time the Negropean used to always make videos about the Back family, hitting them left and right, even saying their land was swampland, all that. That information was coming from this Kiki lady. Okay? So imagine she pretended to befriend these people and even took gifts for them all the way, only to turn around and stab them in the back. So you guys have to open your eyes and see the type of people you are dealing with here. These are not nice people, okay? These are ratchet people. Because if you look at it, even like Tete, she's a victim of the ring. But the way she approaches things totally destroys her case. It totally destroyed her case because, yes, she got taken by these people. So now she is ready to sing like a bird, and she's been singing. But the way she's singing, she does it, in a ratchet way. So you just have to take your time, look past all the ratchetness and listen to what she is saying, what she's presenting. And Kwesi is always out here trying to cut in front of the story. The last time on the Negropean channel last year, he was accused of being the ringleader. So Kwesi came running in, trying to cut in front of all that stuff. In fact, I have the video where they were having a party. You guys remember, in fact, let me just play it so that you guys can see. Let me play my disclaimer first. All right. Now, let me show you guys. See, when G said he is Kwesi's assistant, right hand man. No, he wasn't playing. The guy is really his assistant. He is not playing. He is loyal to Kwesi. Let me share. Give me a second. There. Boom. Okay. So guys, this video that I'm about to play here, this was from last year. You guys that have been following, you guys remember the commotion that was going on? You know, Juliet Blackseed used to come out and give those speeches about coming to Africa, escape racism. She talks about America. She's never lived in America, even if she doesn't know about America. And you know what kills me about some of these idiots? Their only idea to show you example of racism, they say, you know, George Floyd. So, okay, what happened to him was terrible, okay? But is the guy, like, how did it happen? He went to the store and tried to pass, you know, a fake counter, you know, $20 bill to the Somali shopkeeper. And people even try to blame the guy for calling the police. So since when do people pass counterfeit money and you don't call the police? You're not calling the police saying, hey, this guy is trying to pass a counterfeit. Come over here and murder him. That's not what the guy said. So whatever decision, like, okay, the cop came, you know, now people are trying to dispute if, you know, he sat on his neck or not. Look, I don't care about all of that. Okay? Look, George Floyd was high, out of his mind. That cop, he came there. Okay? I don't know what the hell was going on, what was going through his head. You know, I'm not here to say whether, you know, he's guilty or not, but common sense would have told me, look, this guy is high. I don't need to sit on him. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. You know, whether it's his training or not, to me, that was not necessary. And people want to argue, oh, he would have, you know, if you leave him, he would die on his own. Okay, if you believe that, the cops should have left him alone. Plain and simple. Look, I have worked with some people in law enforcement, and I'll tell you this. Some of these people lack common sense sometimes. They lack common sense. So you would run into things like that, right? So they would say, oh, look at what happened to George Floyd. And rightfully, most people, when they see that, they are scared. They're like, yeah, I gotta move to Africa. America said, he guilty, Afridamus, stop being kind to this dude. He's a shall. Kind to who? Look, I'm telling you that the guy is straight up an idiot. Like, he's an idiot for that. But, you know, that's what it is. But anyways, I don't want to get out of topic. Let's stay on topic here. So this video that I'm about to play, last year, the Negropean did a show about when they started bringing out Juliet's shenanigans, you know? Juliet's shenanigans. That's when, you know, most of you, all of us started truly knowing. Somebody like me, I was always suspicious. Because to me, it's like, look, if you are doing business in the right way, like, you don't need to use emotions to manipulate people out of their money, you know? You're using too much feeling talk. And when you hear too much feeling talk, you should be suspicious because they are trying to manipulate you. So Kwesi talks about, you know, we are building a community and stuff. Shouldn't a community, okay, if you want to live in a community with a group of people, shouldn't you, the individual, decide that for yourself? to know if these are the type of people you want to live with? Most of you, do you not even think about that? I mean, the criteria seems to just say, oh, if you're black. You have to get out of that mindset. This is why these people were easily taking advantage of you, because you're saying, oh, black, okay. And then what next? What next? So he talks about community, we want to bring the people together, stuff like that. So they made money from this. But now the money did not go to the things that they said it was going to. People accused Juliet of, selling lands to them and, not coming through with the documents or people getting their money. So a lot of things was falling apart. But you see, Kwesi see that Juliet was going down in the media. He tried to exonerate himself as if he wasn't a part of it, but he worked with Juliet. But maybe Juliet started making a lot of money. Greed set, kicked in. She wouldn't let Kwesi be over her. So they fell apart. So let me show you who these people are, what they said last year. Okay? And you will see G in this video as well. They are at a party. Here we go. Give me a second. Just a sec.
The fact that she's sending naked pictures, I mean, once again, I'm not going to believe that, and it doesn't do anything. Like you guys were saying inside here, it has nothing to do with her character. It has absolutely nothing to do with her character, right? You can have naked photographs of yourself, if she even indeed do that. I mean, you can say these things. Talk is cheap at the end of the day. We don't know that.
So people, this is from last year, right? The Negropean, as you see, there's somebody said, I want my Gambian investment money back. A former Kwesi investor. They want their money back. That's what this topic was about. So watch, who is going to jump in here to try to stop what is being said.
So I wouldn't pay that much attention if I were you. I'm going to go through some of your comments. I knew he would say sister was thirsty. Yeah, exactly. That's why she didn't really want him to come on, I think. I think part of her knew that he was just going to tell.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. We can hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you, yes.
Perfect, perfect. Talk to me. You've been listening to the conversation.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Talk to us about what you have to say about the conversation we've been having with Judy Johnson.
Can you hear me?
An investor that trusted you, trusted your organization, and clearly she shouldn't have ultimately.
24.
Right?
I'm gonna log in. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna log back in. Could you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me now? Okay. The connection is kind of okay. The connection is kind of messed up. However, I know Judy. I know Judy. Judy is one of, man, just like I said in the conversation, you have all of these women, right? Hey, come on, come on.
Are you getting some
What was
Wi-Fi?
that?
Go ahead. We're listening. Everyone's listening.
Which way? We up this way.
Questions, you can write it down, whatever you wish, because Kwesi's here. Kwesi, so what did you have to say about what Judy was saying? I mean, she seemed pretty. She didn't seem like someone that's. Yeah, I'm listening. We're listening. Go ahead.
Let me say this. Right? They always say the wolf in sheep clothing, right? However,
So guys, this is Kwesi from last year being questioned about the monies. So it looks like they're partying. Just stay tuned. You're about to see what is going on here.
as a testament to character, my character has been under attack. I have my partner here. He's been with me day one with Juliet. When he picked Caffrey up from school, he basically, just like myself, worked 7 days a week for Blackset. He know everything that's going on over there. Over here. Hey, G. Judy this morning sends over naked pictures. This is the type of thing these sisters are doing. They're trying to attack my character, attack my integrity. I'm married, all right? Are they married? No. That's a testament to their stability, okay? And as I said, nobody, you know.
Judy's married.
So guys, I'm telling you, you guys, you know, when you guys hear us, when I come here, I said, you know, the different episodes, Love from Gambia, 419 from Gambia, it's all happening. So Kwesi, this Judy person is a client. So now, you know, when he was collecting the money from these women, he didn't care that they weren't married. But now all of a sudden he wants to call that into play. But here we go.
You know,
Judy is married. Judy is married.
There he is right here.
Let me talk to you. Hey, bro, how you doing, brother?
How you doing?
So, guys, that's G. You guys see G from last year? This was the guy that I interviewed last week. Let's hear what G has to say.
I'm Gambia nice. I'm the one that,
Nice.
you know, I've been here. I've been working with Kwesi for about 3 years. And I think you needed my voice because I've been trying to link with people because we.
So in these people are, you know, they are partying. It seems like they've been smoking and drinking. You know what I'm saying? So let's just forget about the Muslim story. You know, let's remind G, if you're gonna talk, just tell us the story. Don't remind us if you're Muslim or not. Just, you know, keep that to yourself.
We started Blackset, bro. We started Blackset from zero. Kwesi built their website and we started from there. And Judy know me personally because we spoke this morning. Kwesi is not a fraud.
Bro,
all these people that was been
right
here, Phoenix, I'm Gambian. I've been in the States for 10 years and I've been working with Kwesi and that's how I get my living, bro. Like Phoenix and them, Shante, they're the bitch out here. They just...
Guys, are you here? This is G, okay? So this beef, now that I think about it, it's been going on forever. So Shante and Phoenix, you guys are hearing, let's hear what G has to say.
Trying to spoil his name to get what he been getting. Because they came to his house and saw whatever he's making, and that's what they want to make. I'm the one that was helping Phoenix and Shante after they spoiled Kwesi's name. I was still playing chess with them and everything. Okay, this brother is not a scam.
Hey, listen, nothing stopped for me.
Guys, did you see that? Okay, that's where it first started every time. So he brings G out in, you know, to the channel to talk. Guys, you have to realize this is not just some YouTube entertainment talk. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars involved here. Okay, involved here. So Kwesi brings G in, so he controls the talk, what he has to say. As this conversation continues, I think I even somewhere ended up on this show. hopefully that comes here.
Those ladies want the worst for me. Me and my whole family just came back from Ghana. All right. I lost 20 grand last year. I have the bank statements. You know, this young man been working for me. He just came from.
So, guys, if you're used to Atlanta, this is a trap house mentality. Okay, they're creating trap house. They collected the money to create trap houses. You know, partying. Look at, it's a white party. This is where your money is going. So now he's telling them he lost 20 grand last year. But what's that have to do with the investors? They want to know about their money, not yours.
Ghana. All right. I don't have to put. Give it to my wife. Let her talk about. Listen. We're not gonna put the naked picture out there, but this is the character of these sisters coming out there. All right. They see me out here. And
so apparently the black women are going there trying to hook up with the men. So this woman that asked for her money, so now they are saying she sent naked pictures to G. So Tete wants her money. She somehow offered to pay G $1,000 to have sex with, but G rejected it somehow. That's what he told us. But let's see what the archives will say.
They slept in. Aunt Kathy slept in my bed. Phoenix slept in my bed. I opened up my house to them. I mean, at the end of the day, people want closure. We need to go. We just needed the big rat to come out because you can't do what Juliet was doing. She agitated. She incited the situation. Nobody was over here on the ground. This man helped me furnish all these apartments along with, about 20 of his friends. And I'm still having brothers. You understand? When everything happened, I told him, hey, it'll be better for the community if you just go. That way you can at least try to help some of the people that's going to get led astray and go into the hands of people that don't know what the hell's going on here and they have not been here long enough.
Unapologetic. Yeah. I just asked for your number this morning to Judy because what Quizzy taught me in this life, bro, I never said my life. I was deported from the West. You know what I mean? Quizzy taught me how to live in this Gambia. You know what I mean? So all these sisters coming on, Shante and Phoenix, they just hate us. They just came and saw this brother with his wives, and they didn't understand it. Juliet
don't even feed the Gambians.
Juliet will stand with Juliet. Juliet will never buy food for even Gambians working for her.
No,
I'm telling this because Adrian called me on your last video talking about my brother Quizzy. This brother taught me everything in the Gambia, bro. I was deported. Yeah. I came here. My girl took everything from me. Even
so
Dr. Moon will tell you my life is for real, bro.
So you're telling me
this to you, bro.
You're telling me that
So you guys heard G here. He was deported, right? But the next day he would deny it and talk about, how he voluntarily did it. This is the drunk G. The drunk G. He said Quizzy taught him everything. So this was the time that he put him out there for them to continue the media hit on taking Juliet down, because Quizzy was hoping that all those people accusing, Juliet would forget about him and then he would be the big dog. That's what he's doing here. So you guys heard it. G said G is standing with Quizzy, 10 toes down. 10 toes down. Because he taught him everything. You guys heard him.
I am Gambia nice. Quizzy taught me everything that I'm doing. I was in his house. I lived there for.
Guys, did you hear that? He said Quizzy taught him everything that he is doing. So then if Quizzy is considered a scammer, what would his students be?
2 years, bro. The West betrayed me. The West betrayed me. Judy know me. She just sent me a naked picture today, bro.
Yeah. Okay, but what does that
like that?
We
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
can't take your word for it.
I want Adrian to come
That's
over.
the thing.
I want Adrian to come over. We want Juliet to come over. We want them here right now because we build their website. We build everything.
Guys, this is, they were drunk and high. They were turned up. So, like, yeah, this was what was going on last year.
Right now, the job you're trying to do on YouTube is because of me and Kwesi right now. You see what I'm saying, bro? I've been deported 10 years and I come back here and this brother helped me out to live here. Listen, it's not about bashing. Listen. It's not about all.
Guys, you see what's going on there? Like, they are having a white t-shirt party. Truly, guys, I don't know what was going on, with some of you. I mean, really, what do you think these people were going to spend your money on? Let's just be real. I mean, look at them. These guys were throwing, like these parties. I got information. These guys are always partying. And guess whose money is it? Your money. And it's not made up. They themselves, they are on tape. You're watching it right now. You're watching it.
All of this drama that came over here, it reflects upon the Black community and diaspora, okay? The people that's here, anybody that's here and they get on the ground and they see me and see what I'm doing, they know I'm the real deal over here, all right?
Here you go, blaming this on every Black diasporan. This is why I always try, when I tell people, do not associate yourself to the people that say this Black B1 thinks too much, because it's all fake and phony. So he's talking about, the Black diaspora. This reflects upon them. What's this have to do with the Black diaspora? Okay? These people are asking for their money. Give them their money. It don't matter if they are ratchet, they're sending naked pictures. Hey, just give her money and let her go on with her naked pictures elsewhere. See, as simple as that. But he doesn't want to.
You can try to fool yourself. All of these cowards out there that were scared and jumping on the bandwagon, or all this drama being brought over here, that just show how unaccountable we are as men in our community. We'll do anything to get a like, anything to try to monetize and make some money, at the expense of a nation and the people who are looking to get out of despair. And that's all it is. A movement.
I want to ask you a question. So were you telling me that
listen, you got Juliet got like three.
Are you telling me that Blacksit didn't take care of her workers? Did she not take care of them?
Listen, bro.
I think they are stuck. I'm sure you guys can still hear me anyway. So yeah, I think he's saying that Blacksit didn't.
Guys, some of you that have seen this, imagine, time, how much stuff you learn. So now, from this point to where we are today, we are able to put the pieces together. You see? We are able to put the pieces together. I mean, wait till you hear. Now I'm beginning to remember more and more. This even gets better.
Not take care of the workers. She didn't feed them. She didn't do anything like that. That is probably, once again, I'm not making excuses for Blacksit, but culturally, we don't tend to do things like that in the UK. We tend to get into trouble a lot when we go abroad. The UK is a perfect system of socialism and capitalism, and the capitalism is enough. There's enough capitalism in the country to pay very well for the socialism. So when people have low paid jobs in the UK, they tend to, we don't give tips. We don't give tips in the UK.
So like what the Negropean is saying, So in the UK, it's a mixture, you know, capitalism and socialism, which is their socialist part is higher. I guess they pay a lot of taxes, right? So the tipping thing, giving tips. So like, I guess in the UK they don't give tips because apparently there isn't enough money to spend. But over here in America, we give tips. Like America is capitalist, but you know there is some aspects of socialism in it too, depending on what state you live in. I mean, some of these states they are trying to go all out socialist. That's a whole different topic, but he is very correct about what he's saying here.
Okay, it's not a normal thing for people to give tips in the UK because normally people get paid more than enough money, even if you are working in the restaurant industry. Things have changed somewhat recently, but that's the way it's been. Nobody cares, but oh, Miss MJ, dearie me.
Well, our movement said the UK tips. I mean, sure. I mean, our movement might be white. White people, you know, do tip. They follow the law of tipping. So I know this because I have my own business, so I know exactly. So, well, I mean, maybe the UN is talking in general.
Yeah, so
Because I know even in Japan, you know, I've heard many Americans say Japan, they don't have tipping over there.
that's pretty much the way it is. That's not, like I'm saying, it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, but really, you know, if you go into Africa, you have your people there. You have your people there, and you have your workers working for you. You would take care of them no matter what. You would pay. You would guaranteed pay, or even make some food for them. Make some sandwiches, for heaven's sakes. You take care of your people. I don't like the fact that he said that. It's very concerning, and I hope he's wrong. I hope somehow that this is not true, but I have a feeling that it is. To tell.
Over. She just had a baby with a Nigerian brother, a Muslim brother. So you listening, brother? She's sending naked pictures with your baby in it. And see, we don't want to go there. Yo,
Guys, you guys see how messy Kwesi is? Now he's trying to create fire between this woman and her husband because she's asking for her money. But they're saying they are businessmen. So, man, with time, things mature. Look at what we're learning.
Yo, how much Shantae? How much she paid you? Yo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, how much she paid you? Judy, yo, did you see the naked picture? Judy was the one that's fucking this is wife right now. Listen, tell Judy right here. Yeah, listen, Quincy is my brother. Did you see the naked picture? Now this sister, this is your wife. Don't put your wife out there. But this is this brother wife. That's my wife saying some shit.
So guys, apparently that's G's wife. She's in the picture, in the video. He's putting her in the video saying, don't put your wife in the video. I mean, oh, there's iMovement commenting. I guess iMovement watched this. She says, stop deflecting you, and we are not interested in how the UK works. So iMovement wasn't having it. She wanted Kwesi to answer questions. Well, iMovement, you're here. You're seeing what's going on.
This is the character, all right? All right? And it goes for everybody. Art too. You understand what I'm saying? You want to put it out? See? Butterfly?
With the baby laying on her titties.
With the baby laying on her titties. That was this morning? Oh, that was inappropriate. Okay. Just a little bit. Don't go too hard.
Because to be honest, bro, I'm unapologetic. I really love you so much. Because every day I feel myself towards you.
Thank you very much.
Because me and Crazy start from since 2007. We bring our black shit together. You know what I'm saying? at Kati still didn't have even money for the airport. Me and Kwesi bring that up together. I went and pick her up and bring her to Kwesi, and Kwesi built her website for her. Bro,
So you guys are seeing they are telling on all the women. He said 2007. Well, I think he probably was trying to say 2017 or something, but whatever. But this was what was going on.
Shante and Phoenix, Shante wanted me for her husband. I didn't want her. That's why she went up all the way crazy on the YouTube. Wow. You know what I mean? Phoenix is really my husband.
So guys, this is from last year. Was talking about, I forgot about all this. I would have loved to have this video when G was here. So he's saying over here, Tete wanted him to be her husband. So let's hear this. This is even much better. You know, looking back on his interview, you know, we compare it to what he said here.
Her live YouTube, her live on YouTube. She was fucking my husband as he fucking a Nigerian dude. You know what I mean? Kwesi is the only legit guy here that is doing work for our people. That we don't need money from them. Right? That's fake out from Ghana. Right. That's what we do.
Who's this gentleman?
How many people have I helped about? Now, all these people, all those fake accounts up there, Juliet, shut them down. Shut them down. Because all you guys are doing is making it hostile over there, you know, supporting people that do not support the Gambians here on the ground. You understand what I'm saying? Attacking Gambian families.
Guys, look, I don't have to say anything. You guys are seeing for yourself, right? So it looks like Kwesi's got his minions, you know, it looks like he's the kingpin, he's the one feeding them, and they would say whatever he wanted them to say. Look at, you know, just study, you know, his face and all that. So they're high and drunk too.
Unapologetic, I tell you, Kwesi, Julia left Kwesi. They know I give her the land at Kasakunda. I'm telling this to Adrian, so he can call me back from the day he called me. Kwesi was making all these deals from land.
Miss Objective said, this is the best gossip on the internet. I'm telling you, like the things you learn over here. So guys, you're literally hearing how all the land scam deals happen. It's amazing when you look back on things, what changed.
That we could all make money from. Julia take Kasakunda from us and she think that she could leave us. That's why this day came true. And tell Shante I don't need her ass to be mad at me. I don't need her fucking ass, bro. You know,
guys, that's the Muslim G. Guys, that's the Muslim G right there. Okay.
Guys, I've got some other people on. They're gonna say that.
So guys, you know, like now you look at it. Okay, I'm pretty sure Tete watched this. So you guys see this beef have been brewing. So imagine she was watching this. Okay, I mean, I'm still not condoning what she did, but you know, this was a long time coming. Now everything is making sense.
Their point now. Okay, so I'm going to mute this guy for a moment. Who is this speaking here? DMF, you with us?
Yes.
You were there?
Yes. Yeah, I'm here. I'm there. Can you hear me?
Situation. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. What have you got to say about this situation?
Okay, basically, I just wanted to say that, you know, a lot of people that are not originally from obviously Africa go to Africa and they feel that they can rape Africa as the same as the white man went to Africa and raped the African continent. You see what I'm saying? I think, you know, now
you don't belong to the Church of Pan-Africanism, you know. So guys, that was me that called into the show. Let's hear what I said to them last year. The Prince of Hotep. So the things that I talk about is is direct experience, not just, fantasy. I know that there's a lot of people that tell themselves they want to go to Africa. And you have all these single mothers here in America with bad attitude, with bad children, out of shape. Now they want to spread their wing and go to Africa. So they are bringing this drama over there. So guys, last year, this was my take on it. Well analyzed. And in fact, I speak a lot of nice things about, the women here, these single mothers. You see what I'm saying? And Kwesi, if you notice, right? All of a sudden now, Kwesi's network is good. You see? Anytime you ask him a question, he deflects. He is running a game. He's running a scam. And his Gambian guy that is talking, I want you to bring him back. I want to ask him some questions.
Okay, I'm going to put him back on.
Guys, so I did speak with this guy last year. And Kwesi, you guys hear this? I called him a scam last year. Last year. This is just from me watching them. Whoever sent me this video, I want to thank you so much for sending me this video.
On then for you, okay? He's here. He's right here. I'm gonna unmute him. Crazy.
Hey, listen, you just heard from a Gambian himself. Listen, a Negropean, you just heard from a Gambian himself. All right, everybody that's in the diaspora, shut the hell up, because you're not here. That's the problem. That's why,
so he uses shaming tactics. So he wants G to be the authority on who can speak on Gambia. So he wanted to shut us down by saying anyone that lives in the diaspora cannot say anything. But let's watch how this conversation goes.
The 4-hour live you had, where you had the sister, she was saying, hey, we're getting tired of people coming over here to colonize and steal land. Hold on one second. And the brother was like, I don't care, I just want Juliet ass. And that almost led into a conflict. You understand what I'm saying? Because people don't have sensitivity, cultural sensitivity.
Yes,
you sat there and enough information. Hold on a second. You brought Julie out. She's sending naked pictures, and she's a married woman. She's half naked in her profile picture. And you want us to take these people are credible? Your credibility has all long been in question. However, you're a necessary evil, just like Art and Juliet, because that's our damn community.
So did you guys hear this? So Kwesi uses shaming tactics on people. So just because this woman send naked pictures, now all of a sudden he doesn't want us to listen to them at all. Okay? I mean, we're not talking about naked picture here. Let's focus on what Judy is saying. But he wants to discredit her because, quote unquote, she sent naked pictures.
That's our community.
Kwesi, you got to listen for one moment now. Listen for one moment, because we've got Afridamus who wants to respond to your friend that was.
Okay, G is here. G is here. Listen, he's here, but his beautiful wife is here. But I don't.
So let's hear my conversation between me and G last year.
Told me to. There's too much stuff that everything's not going to come out tonight. Everything's not going to come out tonight. All you speculators out there, you heard it. You heard the Phoenix is sending threatening letter. She was the messages to G. She was the one threatening me from day one. I was never looking for Phoenix. I was home chilling. I have a beautiful wife.
Can't be everybody else's fault and not yours. You've got to have some. You've got to have some responsibility and take some accountability for what.
So guys, that's drunk Kwesi. He wasn't trying to let anyone talk. When you see that that's somebody who is afraid of the truth, he knows that there's a reason why I wanted to talk to G. He's trying to stall that. But let's see if I end up talking to G.
You can't just be like,
okay, hold on. Okay. No, he's asking the question. Hold on a second. Hold on. What was that now?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Back in here.
Mona, thank you for the $5 super chat. I'll play the music here in a sec. Let me talk to Kwesi.
Go ahead and speak.
Okay, hey, Kwesi.
Okay, Afridamus.
Kwesi, my thing is, right? You know, you have been accused of all these things, but every time you come on, you start going to personal attacks. Yeah, we get it. I even said that her picture shows that she's thirsty.
Listen. Hold on.
I even said that.
I've heard enough from you because listen. Hold on, bro. You just heard from two Gambians.
You're taking people's money and you're refusing to answer the questions. Just be quiet and let me speak for a minute here. We can't hear you. Kwesi, we're seeing you're putting this persona out there. What you're doing is, you know that this woman, she's insecure on herself. Oh, obviously he ran away. But no, I'm sure is he there?
He'll be listening. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So guys, last year, this was my encounter with Kwesi. So it's interesting. Amilcar said, how could I forget? I know, even myself, I'm like, how did I forget this one? But let's see if he's going to come back.
Yeah, and Kwesi, this is my message to you. And I'm a Gambian, a true Gambian, that's living here in the States as well. I live in the real world. I work hard and I respect hard work. So those of you that come in my comment section or Kwesi talking about, what are you doing back there? Don't worry. I'm here to expose all you scammers because from day one, I have been disturbed not only by you guys, but other people that are using the Gambia as a dumping ground. You guys have to realize, like, this might be entertaining to some, but this is not entertaining to me. All my family lives there. My ancestors, long lines, everyone lives there. People I grew up with, my family. So I would go to every extent to make sure people are not going to use the Gambia as a dumping ground. Because they like to say, what about the Chinese and all these people? Same results. Kwesi is a scammer, as you guys can see. He has been confronted and he ran away. Tucked his tails between his legs and he ran to his 3 wives.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys saw that Kwesi ran from me. I mean, okay, even myself, I can't even believe I forgot about this clip. I would have loved to use it. But I'm more interested to hear what the conversation even was.
Afridamus, have you got a mic? You got a microphone?
I do.
Okay, it's all right. Oh. They couldn't hear you. People were complaining they couldn't hear you that well.
Can they hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear now. Needles and nourishment in the Gambia. Unlike all these people, I'm not scared of yo ass. Meet me at your house. And I think that's for Kwesi. Angie is your protege. He stole money from his own family. Wow.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. This is why they ran away.
So the lady Phoenix wrote, unlike all these other people, I am not scared of your ass. Meet me at your house. And G is your protege. He stole money from his own family. So G has been accused of stealing from his family at the time.
This lady that is talking, she should also come out and speak, because for some people it might sound like entertainment, but there are people that actually truly belong to this church of Pan-Africanism. Just today, someone sent me a video of an old disheveled grandma, going into Gambian stores, recording herself, harassing people, talking about this is not healthy. You don't have to buy the food. Just get the fuck out of the way. But these people can't do that. What they want to do.
Guys, so I've been talking about this stuff since, forever. Excuse the beautiful language there, but, you get flowery sometimes.
Is try to tell everyone how they should live their lives. And they don't want to respect the culture. They don't want to learn what the culture is. As you guys can see, Kwesi, dressed up in his white tee, him and his fake Gambian friend, it's not that hard to get a Gambian to to say whatever you want them to say, because you know it seems like he's feeding him. As you can see, they are doing this together, and you know Juliet, all these people, they are caught up in something that they themselves, they have no idea what they are, you know, getting themselves into, because people like me, we are not joking about this. It might come out like it's a joke, but it's no joke. We don't need this mess in our country, for real. I really mean it.
Now, clearly you don't. It's not doing anything good for the Gambia, clearly.
So guys, you see, like what my comment were, like I wanted them to hear what I had to say. So Kwesi ran. Let's see if he came back.
Can I ask? I want to ask him a question actually. DMF, are you there?
Yes, yeah, I'm still here. Yes.
Okay, let me ask you this question. You just heard that Needles and Nourishment in the Gambia said that this gentleman stole money from his own family. Do you think that's true? Do you think that there's any truth in that?
I believe that there's truth in the things that have aspired to what we've got now.
G, can you hear me?
What accusations is this, Negro Pen? Hold on a second. Turn that off.
I didn't hear that.
So he came back. Let's hear this.
Did your friend get deported from the United States because he was running a credit card fraud scheme?
Well, let me take it.
Okay.
I can only.
So we were asking question, why was he deported from the United States? I forgot that we had this conversation. Here we go.
I don't have any clue. I don't know what he was doing in the state, why he was deported, but this is what I will say. Hold on, this is what I will say, because we've covered a broad range of things in this conversation. Hold on, this conversation is going to continue to grow, and we want to be able to use your platform to get the information out there in a structured way. All right. By request of G's wife. Hold on.
He needs to answer that question, though, because people are going to make that assumption.
Listen. How many black people been in jail before that been doing shit? You know what I'm saying? How many black people?
Guys, Kwesi is getting mad. True character of a criminal. He is trying to gatekeep the information. He is trying to stop the conversation from going in the direction that it needs to go to. Well, you want people to invest in your company. People are saying you're a scammer, and they're accusing your right-hand man to be a scammer, and they're pulling up his history. You don't want people to know this. So this is a criminal syndicate.
People been in jail. I got a felony. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about what a...
So he's a felon here in the United States. Okay. Shocker, right? Shocker.
Person did. He's Gambian. All right? You want to fan the flames? He's Gambian. Who you think they're gonna stand on the side of, a Gambian or this chick that just came over here that dates, having sex with beach boys? These sisters coming over here on the sex tourism tip. You gonna try, you know what I'm saying? And it's a platform, and it has to get out there. But we need to do this in a structured way. You understand what I'm saying? They try to put me out there for a misdemeanor. Juliet behind fake.
He's not saying anything. He's stalling the conversation, getting angry as he goes.
Count. It don't matter. What are they doing over here in Africa? A place where they do not know. A place where they don't have protection. You understand what I'm saying? Putting themselves in highly dangerous.
He brought them, convinced you to come to Africa. Now he's saying, what are they doing in Africa? He's saying they come in there for sex. Now he's questioning, why are they coming there? It doesn't see, when the guy is drunk and high, you ask them, you press them, the truth comes out.
Situation. This man's a Gambian. Who you think they're gonna listen to? Her or them? You understand what I'm saying? Phoenix has nothing. She's a bum. She always has been, as well as her and Juliet. I was the lifeline over here for them. But you can't touch our community because we're so filthy.
Keeps touching his nose. That's a characteristics of a sniffer, if you read. So, just saying.
We don't respect truth. Hey, bro.
Quasi. I need to give the platform to Afridamus. I want you to listen to what he has to say. Go ahead. Okay. Afridamus.
Hey,
Afridamus, okay. But still, though.
So
let's have an intellect.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear someone.
What about
I can hear you loud and clear, yeah.
So
yeah, can hear.
So okay. So Kwesi, are you a scammer as they're accusing you of?
Wait a minute. The gentleman is there next to him. I'm going to allow him to try and.
So I ask him a direct question. Let's see if he's going to answer.
Answer that question. Go ahead.
Go back.
Here's G right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
hey, G.
brother.
G.
Yes, he's not a scammer. I've been working with Kwesi for more than 4 years.
We're talking about you.
So he's super drunk here. So
I'm talking about
yes.
you.
We're talking about you.
G.
Let me.
Yo, hold up. Listen, Afridamus, you fake intellectual man. Back up. Who are you? Put
he's attacking me now.
your face up there. You got this character up there. Listen, I'm not speaking to nobody unless they coming up here live. All right, you guys getting the real information of what's going down here in Gambia, and you fucking disregarding it. That's the root word of ignorance is ignore. You're ignoring the hard facts here. You're not even, understand what I'm saying? You sitting back there. Who the hell is Negro? Yo, man, show your face.
Come to the
Bring some more. Yo,
I'm here.
where are you from
I'm here.
anyway, Nicodemus? Where's
here
your face? Let me see your
listening
face.
to what you guys
You might got a Juliet. Listen, I'm not replying to no. You saw the last person up here had a half-naked icon before we put out the truth. People already peeped her style.
Huh?
So guys, did you see how Kwesi was? Even though eventually he came to the Afridamus channel a few times, but that was the real Kwesi. Because I was asking Claire a question. He said, I'm a fake intellectual. Interesting.
How you got 7 kids? You up there half naked?
She was not half naked.
With your cunt
She was
showing.
not half naked.
Huh?
She was wearing pop socks and a short
Listen,
pair of
bro, you
shorts.
can see it between her legs. Come on, that's not a modest woman. That's not a woman of integrity.
I'm a fake intellectual.
Oh, they're not even going on.
Listen, yes, you are, because you don't know what you're talking about. The only reason why I'm up here, yeah, just like you, Phoenix Rain, the truth is coming out now, and it'll appear in court.
Okay. Who's going to court? Kwesi, who's going to go to court?
Negropean, I'm leaving now. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your input.
Get some wives.
Okay.
It seems like more of the men are offended that I have wives than the women are.
You're saying people going to court. Who's going to court?
Okay, I have to send you over the documents, but there's been legal documents served months ago, and we'll all be in. The accusers will be in court, and Juliet Ryan and Blackson will be in court as well. We were just waiting for this time. That's why we didn't press. Everybody know where I live in Gambia. No one came to my house about any type of legal process. However, Phoenix Shantae have been served the legal document. Then Phoenix, we could not get in contact with her. However, all of that's going to happen. So, this platform right here, we're going to use this to have a totally transparent process. I send you over information. the people that's involved in the situation, they're so sloppy that they left their personal information open, and we were able to see the whole conspiracy. I've sent you over information that implicated, Mose to Molly Morris, and his comments that he made. That's the first time I mentioned his name.
So these guys are super drama, They brought their drama with them, ex-felon in the States. G's credibility has been questioned. Why? Because you don't just get deported from the States. So he was saying he had a green card. So especially if you have a green card and you get deported, do you know how hard it is to deport you if you have a green card? You have to truly commit a felony. Okay? Even, the person, if you even overstay your visa, they don't just come and deport you even then. So I dropped the link, I want you guys to join in and, tell me what you've seen here. Let's continue the conversation. I'm just going to play a few minutes of the video and the lines are open.
I was just waiting for the big rat Juliet to come out. The big rat came out. Now the mousetrap is about to snap on her neck. You know what I mean? We had G came out, and he told you what was going on. The straight, unadulterated truth, and the truth is the truth, and that's what it is. And anybody that can't see,
this man is lying through his teeth, and he's saying he told the truth.
See it for what it is. They're just blind. That sounds like Muhammad Ali.
But Julia, opponent, she's not someone that's just going to take it lying down. She will.
Listen,
I mean, clearly she will.
Listen. Juliet is the type of person. If you do something to her, like she crushed her friend, she crushed her little. No, hold on. We're gonna get. It's gonna be more because all this. Man, listen. If you don't know, you getting. If you don't, like I said, most of you guys don't know what's going on. You heard from a Gambian. I don't want to speak for myself. I have Gambian family.
So me being Gambian, I wasn't allowed to speak. He shut me down because he's only G being the Gambian. That's what is allowed. According to him, we are not allowed to talk because we live in America. So I couldn't talk.
Family, I'm straight over here. Always been straight. Was in the U.S. traveling around, saw my family. Was in Connecticut. Cousin Riz, thanks for holding me down. Coming into the airports, my people picking me up. Orlando, Atlanta. Thanks for holding me down. My family,
guys. This guy really thinks he is good. Watch this. Just watch this play out right in front of you. This is interesting. I should put a beat, on this one.
Team over there. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not somebody that's new to this. You understand what I'm saying? I have a lot of people that support me. I have a large base outside of coming here to Africa, of people in a network where I make money. And what I do is I am a giver. Anyone that has any two eyeballs and common sense will be able to see that based on what they've heard and what they've seen. And, you have two people that just came over here recently. You know what I mean? It's been 8 months. The only reason why the process.
Oh, look at that. That's Audrey commenting. LOL, UN. UN is not judging. So, guys, that's G in the back right there. He took his white tee off. Watch this.
Dragged on because of Juliet interference with it. Molly Morris. You know what I'm saying? Being a hypocrite. I brought my wives down there. We spoke to him. We did a video 3 or 4 days before.
So Molly Morris, that's another one. But he's not involved in their game. He's got his own business. But he's also a guy that, some of his videos, man, the way he talks and the things they say about him. Yeah. I mean, birds of a feather, they all flock together.
He act like he's cool, but he's not. He went back talking about my wife disrespecting Gambian women because he's married to a Western woman who basically got him booty whipped. Come on, man. It's all.
You guys, Kwesi was talking mess. Yeah, Audrey, you all up in the chats, Audrey.
Jokes and games, man, and diaspora looking like a big joke, brother.
Look what happened with Marley Morris. What you're saying? Marley Morris was part of this.
What did I send you over? What did you see in that message? And I got over 100.
I did read it. I want you to say it.
Well, you need to read it. You need to read it. You got a platform and you make your income based off of YouTube videos. You didn't read it. One of the
I can read
people
it.
that you've been most critical towards. Yes.
So guys, those of you that send your money to Kwesi, that's the real Kwesi. You see right there? You see right there? So these guys, it's not a community. It sounds like a bunch of criminals from America and UK, came together and they are taking advantage of these people having interest in repatriating to Africa. Let's just call it what it is. Because look at it. He encouraged those people. He said, reinvest in Africa. Now he's saying, what are they doing here? That's how a criminal talks.
Go and read it. It'll be in court.
What I'll do,
well, this is what it said.
I will make.
So guys, that's the real Kwesi there. I have a caller in the house. Kidola, thank you for calling in. Can you hear me? Oh, before I get to Kidola there, Kidola, let me thank Mona Heslop for the £5 here. Heslop, let me thank you here properly. Thank you, Mona. Kidola, call back in. And guys, isn't it interesting how these conversations aged? I mean, think about it. Now now that we went back in time and seen where it all began, I even forgot about this conversation. Maybe their smoke was coming through my mic or my phone when I called into the show, and they got me high and drunk, just by talking to them. They got me drunk and wiped it out of my memory. Because both of these gentlemen, I remember talking to Kwesi, but it's been such a while back. I don't even remember, what we talked about, but I kept my eye on him the whole time because I couldn't understand, like, okay, dude, now why do you want to shame these women, because they're asking for their money? You see? Because they were asking for their money. So in this video, you guys have heard it. Who is who? It's like a criminal syndicate. And it looks like Juliet, somehow, she seemed to be more organized and legit than them, kinda. And they just cannot take it. Maybe Juliet, if you look at it, maybe her arrogance, took her down, where she did not understand the business. But maybe she did not, I don't know if she planned it and orchestrated it, like maybe somebody mastermind like Kwesi. She probably wanted to legitimately sell lands, make some profit, but things just fell apart, with some of the people. That's what it looks like. Because if you go back and see, there was this media takeout on her. But she's not innocent, just so you guys know. Kidola, can you hear me? Unmute yourself. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Kidola. Can you say something? Huh? You're muted. I don't know, maybe your internet. Go ahead, say something. Oh, I don't know. I think maybe his internet is messing up. But guys, the lines are open. Feel free, come in. Whatever question you have or whatever you want to add onto it, feel free to call in. But if you look at it, looking back in time, because this is looking back in time. And even listening and hearing exactly what the conversation was about, you can see I have been consistent on my assessment of the entire situation. If you think about it, some of you were even upset when Kwesi came here on this channel and you guys wanted me to go hard on him and stuff. But no, you see, I have assessed what I've assessed. But I cannot come and try to say, you have to see it that way. No, I just allow the conversation to take place. I take the videos, I analyze it. I believe in your own common sense. I know that most people have the common sense to see and understand when things are terrible. Kiddo said, bro, sorry, my internet bad. Yeah, no problem. I figured it's the internet, but you can try it again. So if you look at it, these people that were flocking together, even though they were fighting each other, right? I remember I had a conversation with this very G. He he was telling me about some of the, like when Juliet said she had a dream. She had a dream that she sold more lands than all of them. It looks like her dream came true. I don't even know what is going on with these people. I don't know how hard it is to just deliver. If you're in the business of saying you're selling lands, I mean, it looks like you found a clientele who are willing to buy. Why not be legit? I mean, think about how much money you would make if you are registered, you're legit, and you deliver every single time. You don't need to pretend to say, I'm B1, B2, B3. You don't need to do all that. If you truly want to help the people relocate, as you're saying, hey, why care all of a sudden saying, oh, these single moms, blah, 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 old ladies, whatever. Hey, you took their money. You took their money. If at the time of you taking the money, if that wasn't a factor to you, if your principles doesn't stop you from taking money from said group, why when it's time to deliver, you would try to bring obstacles? For instance, me, like if I'm against stuff like that, right? Quote unquote, pretend whatsoever. And then I discover, okay, this person is sending naked pictures and I'm so outraged by the naked picture. I would just give her money quick and fast so that I don't receive those naked pictures. But you guys know there is way more to the story than the man was trying to make it sound. I have Mimi in the house. Let me bring Mimi in. Mimi, welcome to the Afridamus report.
Hey, Afridamus, thank you for having me.
No problem. Mimi, you've been watching and you've been following everything that's been going on, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
I've been following this. I can't believe we're still talking about this after 2 years. We're still here
because it's
talking
ongoing,
about the
because
shenanigans. Yes,
it's ongoing. Were you,
exactly.
what do you want to add onto this? Because, especially with G being there, because last time I saw you write something, you said G is part of them. I totally forgot that I even had conversation with G before.
That's what I said. I'm like, how could you forget? Because you called him during that
Yeah.
time.
Yes,
And
I mean, because it's like I had so many shows, since then. Like
yeah,
I just forget.
true. And it could be tiring because it's like this is like ongoing and never
Right.
ends. It's the same shenanigans. But like I said, last week when you were interviewing G, I wasn't here, but I see that even if I was here, you wouldn't even give me a chance because it was like a straight interview, just you and him.
Yes.
But I have a lot of questions to ask. I mean, with G, because they were all in it. G, when all this BS was going on, he was right there. Instead of
Well, he
him
said
saying,
it in the video. He said Kwesi taught him everything he knows.
yes, but he was right there as a Gambian. I expect you to take some kind of responsibility. If you see certain things that are going and it doesn't align with our culture, you call it out and be like, hey, we are not doing this. We are here.
Mimi, really? Didn't you see the video?
I saw it. I saw it. But what I'm trying to say is when Kwesi, Aketi, all of them were doing all that foolishness, gee, he already said it. He said even some Gambians were complaining and telling him, gee, don't do this because of money. But he's like, hey, he put like a, blind eye on it because he just wanted to get the money.
Right.
Even though some of the things were not true. That's the problem that I have with G. Because like I said, this thing could have worked well for them. And like they don't need all that B1, B2. During that time, people wanted to get out of America and UK. So they could have organized themselves and do it very legit. And they could have built their own places that all of them will have a piece of Gambia in peace. But it's because of greed. All of them, Juliet, Aketi, Kwesi, G, they were all in the same boat. I don't have any kind of thing for them like, oh, this one was doing good or not. They were all doing the same thing. And the reason why I'm giving G most of the blame is because, G, you are a Gambian. You know how things work over there, so you could have organized them and say, hey, these are the things that we're doing. If you want me to help you,
but how can G organize anything when Kwesi is the one that taught him? You heard the man.
No.
He came from the States. He came from the States. Think about it.
Let me tell you how this. Kwesi is the brain of everything, but G have the connection. Without G, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't get all that connection.
Are you sure about that? Because obviously,
even G tell you that on his interview last week.
I know.
Kwesi did not have the connection. Kwesi got the money, but G has the connection over there because he's the Gambian. He knows. G said it. G come from a very big family in Gambia. He got the connection. He know what he is doing, but because of greed, and you know one thing, God don't like ugly, and I said that because they didn't come with
Mimi, what do you say? What do you say they could have had it good? Just like visionary of love. You mean build a ghetto?
No, I'm not talking about building a ghetto, because there were certain people, they were going over there just to have a peace of mind.
Yeah, but they are going through the wrong channel.
Thank you. That's what they picked the wrong people. If they were having the right people, like all this YouTube craziness wouldn't have going on. But it's like they have the wrong people starting from Aketi doing unnecessary things. What does repatriating got to do with all of the foolishness that she was doing? And Kwesi and G didn't see that that's gonna backfire.
But what? Think about the video I showed where Kwesi, look at this video. Kwesi is the one that did this to a white man. Look at that.
I saw it. This is a white man. This is a different white man that he was in Senegal and Kwesi went and attacked him. This video was like, you didn't see this?
No, I have it.
They said Adrian.
Remember this woman?
Yeah. I remember this video too. But do you know I think they said Adrian blaming. Bail him out. If I'm not right, don't quote me.
Bail who out?
But if I can remember, they said Adrian bailed Kwesi out when this happened. He was arrested for this. But what I'm saying is, if this was done in the US,
that's first class felony.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
This man could have lost his life for this,
Mm-hmm.
for a simple argument. They were in Senegambia, and I think he got like a chair and just like put it on the white man like that. I'm like, you dare not do this in America, because you'd have been gone for a long time, because they don't play with this BS. I mean,
But the thing is, why even bring that violence?
exactly. It's like the wrong people. Kwesi, you have a felon. You are a felon in America. You went back to Africa. You could have regrouped yourself and said, hey, I have a second chance or whatever, regrouping myself and do good. And when I'm doing it, I'm going to make sure I'm going to benefit from it and my family. But no, you know how a felon think. I mean, I guess he still got that kind of mindset.
Well,
But
hey, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Obviously, if anybody is naive enough to not take
and
responsibility,
I don't know
after
how people are so naive to
that's what
see
I'm
the
saying.
BS.
Mm-hmm,
Like,
mm-hmm.
I will never associate myself with anybody like this. How can you not see it? It's just like out there that these people are not going to do anything good, and you keep investing in them because
But,
what they were selling sounds good. They were talking about we coming
but
to them, we're gonna
Mimi,
recolonize that country. I'm like,
but
people
Mimi,
don't
here's the
even know
thing.
you are in that country for you to colonize
Wait,
a
wait,
whole.
Mimi. So the interview you saw, okay, do you think G is still Kwesi's right hand man? Like with everything you've seen, if you're a repat, would you deal with any of these people when it comes to money and all that?
Afridamus, when it comes to my money, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust my brother, my sister, nobody. So why
Hmm.
would I trust like a whole stranger? I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are people that are doing legit business and they just want to, but I'm not advising anybody to give a full trust on anybody. If you're doing your thing, make sure you go over there, pay a lawyer that's going to look all of your documents, and all your documents are going to be in court in that case, and nobody going to be playing with you. That's my advice. And the
But
lawyers, those kind of,
What should the authorities, how can they, stop
I don't
such
think they
behavior?
I
Like,
don't think they know more. I mean, it's out there. It is out there because people are reporting them, but I don't think they give it as much attention as it should.
do you
Because
think
you
them
know
and the
one thing about,
Nigerians, do you think, because in this, I hear a lot of these Gambians focusing on the Nigerians being the criminals.
they focus too much on the Nigerians. I mean, I'm not saying the Nigerians are not doing things. They are doing things in Gambia, but I mean, I don't know why they think, and I mean, I'm not painting the brush to every African American, but I don't think why they think certain African Americans cannot do that, because maybe they
Who
see
are the
them that
who are the African American?
uh, people like Kwesi,
Oh, you mean
like
the black?
Kwesi, I said, yeah,
You mean the blacks?
yeah, the blacks,
Okay,
however you call them. I
okay.
think the Gambians are not expecting them to do such things, and they don't understand they are criminals everywhere you go. And these are not no better than the Nigerians, what the Nigerians are doing over there. But it's like, you know, when you say Nigerians, everybody would jump. Yeah, they're known for scam, you know. And there are some that are doing legit business in Gambia. Nigerians are doing way better
Yeah,
than the
that's
black
true.
Americans in Gambia. They have
This is
business
what,
too.
look at what Miss Objective One wrote. This is so funny. She said, the Americans are knockoff Nigerians. Hello.
Well, I don't know, but the Gambians cannot. I don't
That's
know why
actually
they
pretty
cannot
funny.
see that.
Miss
They cannot
Objective One,
see that
that's
some of
funny.
them can are doing worse. They can see that because I think they put America on a high pedestal that, oh, when they come in they got money and they come over there. The Nigerians in Gambia have more money than them.
Yeah, this is I mean it's just, I hope more people, they will wake up. Visionary of Love said, do the Nigerians intend to have agendas and to want to build their own communities in the Gambia? No, the Nigerians mingle
No, the
with
Nigerians are
everybody.
living
Are
with every
living,
Gambian, with
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
I mean,
they don't isolate themselves. they
They don't isolate
they
themselves.
are, you
And the
know,
isolation, visionary of love, the isolation
yeah.
cannot even happen. Even if they have like maybe 20 houses or 100 houses on one side, there's going to be another 300 Gambians around that area. So it's not going to be that isolation that you think that they're just going to come and take a
No,
whole. No,
yeah, Nigerians
that
are
will be
part of
almost,
they are part of the
hey,
community pretty much. So
Nigerians been in Gambia even before we have independence, just like the Ghanaians. They've been there for
no,
so
you know,
long.
like Mali said, why Nigerians always gotta be in the BS? I mean, I don't know. They somehow just show up. I'm just saying, you know, because people like to bring Nigerians up, not you know,
On,
they
I
tend to
mean, this is not
forget
even.
about this,
Let's
has
not make it
nothing, you
about
know,
Nigerians. It
Nigerians.
has
Yeah,
nothing to do with Nigeria. Let's not. You just asked me, are
hmm
they not doing the same thing? Because the reason why I know you asked, because Nigeria be doing some kind of stuff. A couple of weeks ago, it's like a big thing that they did
yeah, I
over
saw
there,
that.
and yeah, everybody was talking about it in Gambia. That's the reason why you asking me why Gambians focusing more on Nigerians but not them. And
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, that maybe they put these people in a higher pedestal, that when these people are coming, they come with dollars. And it's not even like that. That's the reason why Nigerians
no,
come into
didn't
the
you hear he
conversation.
say, uh, no, Art showed up with no money. So
None of them. I can't go to Gambia with $200. She show up with no money, but when she came over there, she got a lot of money. And then she
mhm.
like, oh, I see that this is my niche, so let me just keep acting stupid and foolish since people are liking it. At Katie, I saw at Katie, you know how YouTube will recommend videos because of the algorithm. So I come across her video from the beginning when she was maybe less than 1,000 subscribers or something like that. And I watched a couple of her videos. All of a sudden, Arketi come from a couple of thousand to 30,000 subscribers when she was in Gambia because of foolishness.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that
the
says a lot.
people. Hey, Mimi. Hey, the people like the dustiness, the foolery. You
They
know.
like the foolery. I'm like, I don't see nothing that
Hey,
this girl is doing.
hey, hey.
They
The people love they love the dustiness. So
they love the
you
dust.
know.
They love what Arketi was doing. So that's why
hmm
I'm like, hey, all of you guys, when Akati was doing all the foolishness, you guys were in the chat, in the channel, laughing, kiki. When Rene Marcos was standing up on her, you guys were bullying Rene
In
Marcos. So
fact,
you
I
had
saw a couple of videos by some of the
telling Rene
lovers
Marcos
of
that she looked
Africa.
like
Yeah, they
Rene
picked on
Marcos
her.
look way better than Akati. I
hmm
don't know how you people are gonna be like bullying Rene Marcos look. Rene Marcos look way better than
No,
Akati. It's
they
not
did.
even
They tried to
the
do
same level.
they tried doing a media takeout on her. I
On
saw
her,
they
trying
brought
to
her
bring
on
her down.
film. Yeah,
You have
film.
on
Even
broadcaster
Even
Africa.
O'Shea, go
All of
even
them,
Diners. They all yes
Diners,
they
all of
all
them
did.
trying to say Rene Marcos is like that.
hmm
Whatever. Rene Marcos was standing for her country. She saw
hmm
the BS and she said, I'm not going to take it.
Yeah. No,
But
but
you guys, yes,
yeah, but
trying to bring her
yes,
down because
I
of
saw
that.
that.
Yes, that's what the guy was doing. And I was all the way behind her because I have to cover it and say, listen, don't go and act all stupid. Don't even get close to these people. They're trying to get close to you so that they can bring you a big scandal. Don't take nobody's call. Don't friends nobody. I live in this country and I know.
Yeah,
I
it was
have to tell the
interesting,
girl,
but
I said, sister, don't
mhm.
be naive. I know you never been to America, you don't know them. All of a sudden, it's like Rene Marcos everywhere because you were standing for the truth. And some of them trying to talk to you, just act like they want to be friends too. They don't. Don't trust nobody. I have to
Well,
tell the girl that.
yeah,
And
it's
I'm
very
glad she
interesting.
listens.
Mimi, what's your closing statement before we close out? Because I might come for another show later on. Um, I have a show to do on, in the Horn of Africa. But I'll tell you guys what it is before we close out. What do you want to say? Your closing statement.
Well, all I want to say is like, I think this is like a big lesson for all of them. They should learn their lesson. And I think what happened, why this backfire to all of them, is like they didn't come with good intentions. Because if they come with good intention, everything would have worked well. So that's another thing. And G is just somebody else who was all in this with this entanglement. They were all in it. So I don't know. I don't see
Well,
G better than Kwesi or Kwesi better than G. He said it. He said he was Kwesi's assistant, so
he
he
still
agreed to
is.
everything that yeah, he agreed to everything that they were doing.
Right.
Don't be surprised if he's still friends with Kwesi.
Well,
Yeah,
go
and
listen to the Kiki at Ratchet TV. Kiki,
yeah,
yeah, G was just there, and Kwesi, as usual, had to come to make sure, you know,
yeah.
because he came on the channel, and I guess some of the people were like, nah, drop him. We don't want to
I don't know
hear.
when they're going. I don't know when they're gonna get tired of all these shenanigans. I'm like, when are you guys gonna get tired and just do well and live in peace? Because I don't understand how people can want to live their life with drama
Well,
and attention all the time. The little bit money that YouTube is giving you doesn't worth your peace of mind. It doesn't worth it.
well, they love it, you know. So we'll see how long it keeps going on.
We'll see. And
But
people, I hope you guys are not gonna do any business with Kwesi. But hey, they never learn.
thank you, Mimi. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me again.
No problem. Guys, that was Mimi. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, man, clearly go back, check the show out. Amilka said, oh, not the horn. Oh man, we got plenty of news coming from the horn. So, I've got several good topics to talk about. So I'll, wrap it up early so I can, do the show later. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, um, who the real criminals are. I totally forgot about all this. So it would have been wonderful if G had shown, if he had shown up for people to ask him questions, either calling into the show and ask him and drop out, or write it in the comment section. But use your mind, decipher things, and you know what you need to know. Okay? So I will see you guys probably in a little bit again. Last week I didn't come through, but I have many shows lined up. Until next time, I will see you guys on the flip side. I'm out.